Hello, I'm Dale Kislick.
And I'm Colleen Kislick.
And we are the owners of Nature Alive, a multifaceted company offering adventures in bushcraft, survival, canoeing, winter camping, and professionally guided trips.
Welcome to our video that will lead you down a path of discovery on our awesome bushcraft canoe trip on the Athabasca River.
Imagine paddling a loaded canoe down a historic fur trade river through Canada's vast and wonderful boreal forest. Along the way, we stop to explore, hunt, fish, camp, and forage for all our needs. Stunning scenery and wildlife is around every bend.
As eager travelers seeking a unique and amazing adventure, we learn to blend our modern ideals with traditional methods and indigenous knowledge to deliver a respectful and rewarding interactive bushcraft canoe experience.
The trip begins with a flat water warm-up session where we teach the necessary paddling strokes and maneuvers that will be needed on the river.
Then we load up the canoes and equipment and we head for the Windfall Bridge to the site of our put-in location on the Athabasca River.
On the first 2 days of the trip, our instructors guide everyone through Paddle Canada's Introduction to Moving Water Skills course to build confidence and abilities of our group.
The stretch of river from Windfall to Whitecourt offers the perfect learning environment to practice river paddling strokes and maneuvers.
Did you want to try and solo out there or what? You can. Nice paddle mode he's got. Yeah, we're good. I am.
Oh. Huh?
So I'm Brian Rice from Three Ravens Bushcraft out of Gibbons, Alberta, and I'm here with Dale and taking a course on canoeing because this is pretty Canadian, and for me I needed to gain these skills so that I could get to more places, be a little more wilder, and even on this little bit of trip we've done so far, we've seen some great scenery and some great bushcraft places, so it's going to definitely help me get into the bush a little deeper.
There are numerous random camping spots that offer great opportunities for bushcrafting, fishing, and exploring in the evenings.
As the evening wears on and darkness falls, we tend to congregate around the fire for storytelling and also a little bit of hands-on bushcrafting. Most of our meals end up being served somewhat late at night because we try to squeeze all the bushcrafting that we can into every single day. We see frost as early as the beginning of September, so it's not unusual to get frosty mornings on our canoe trips. We're pretty spoiled to be able to pull over in numerous locations and set up camp, and we always try to take big efforts to leave our camp spots better than when we found them. Because the people that come on our trips are very into bushcrafting, we tend to leave tents behind to kind of push the edge a little bit and sleep in shelters or under tarps, wool blankets instead of sleeping bags. They make bush beds and just kind of find sheltering spots quickly. Again. Oh! Oh. Oh. That's a terrible one. That took like 5 minutes to put together, right?
This was a great shelter for a windy night. It was nice because the wind would come through and get rid of it.
Yeah.
So here's Scott with the line on a stick and Dale climbing up a tree.
That one right by your left hand, yeah. Bust that one off.
Flash the lines out. So here's cat edge of the cattail.
Away from you.
It's very slippery.
It's just slippery.
Yeah, then when you let it go, you should go like centimeter by centimeter. Instead of doing this one by one.
Instead of 1 by 1. Yeah, that's how I do it. Yeah. He's got a way of.
He was doing away. So both of them away.
Inch.
Oh, look at that! I like that. So, 1 leaf.
Good color, eh? Lovely color.
Yeah, different stage of disintegration. So yeah, look at the fine cord you get out of those little wings. Eh? It's awesome. Right? What makes them smaller?
So they're shorter. Like if I'm using it for geese and ducks, it's a 3-inch, so it's a little longer.
Yeah.
And then so it's got less powder, and then the pellets inside are smaller, so they don't hit as hard,
Yeah.
and they don't kick as hard when you shoot them.
Yeah. Okay, quick quad pod pot hanger out of willow. I should have held it the way you showed me.
This. Just beginning.
Kindergarten to grade 12, when I was going to school, was under 250.
Now it's kindergarten to grade 9, we got 80.
Lean to back there. Yeah.
You could say,
I'm Roy Verstappen. I'm from High Prairie, but I was born in the Netherlands. So, well, my mom gave me a choice either to go to this trip or the Karamat course before the trip, and I went to the winter course. So I decided I want to do something different. I want to see something else, have a different experience. So I decided I'll go on the canoeing course, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool. So what are some of the things that we've done on this trip that you enjoyed?
Canoeing, paddling down the river, learning how to make a tripod and survival skills, and yeah.
What about the food? How's the food been?
Delicious. Couldn't find better at a 5-star restaurant.
So what's your hopes with the bushcraft? Do you want to teach someday or just play around? What's your ideas?
I wouldn't mind teaching a small class here and there, and I like going out camping by myself every now and then, so take a couple friends.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
17.
My name is Georgi. I'm from Bulgaria, but I live in Holland. So my way to Canada passed through many other countries. And happy to be here. I did many schools. I finished my instructor certification with survivalschool.co.uk with Johnny Crockett. I passed through other schools like the Woodlore, Ramiers, backwoods survival, that's Patrick McGlinchey. True waste survival. I went to Wheel Lord, prehistoric experience. Yeah, I just came here to Canada now to do the first fall course with Karamat in this great expedition with you. It was really awesome. And last year I went to Quebec with the Cree. So I went to many places and I tasted a bit of everything.
Oh.
The highlights on the canoeing trips is for me it's always the wildlife, to see the wildlife. And just to see how rich is the nature here, how big is everything.
I grew up in the town of Athabasca, swimming and fishing and playing along the banks of the Athabasca River. I've climbed Mount Athabasca to its summit. I've gone ice climbing on the Athabasca Glacier. And together with Colleen, we've paddled close to half of the length of the river. I love this river. It's in my blood.
It's more than just a playground, it's our home.
Staring at us now. Two parents and a bunch of young ones.
I want to get them taking off. There we go. On cue.
I like to know how you got all the animals on the river. It's nicely planned. All those moose and otter. Pretty awesome. Fox. What else did we see?
Deer.
Bunch of deer.
Yeah, I saw fox, deer.
We got really close to that one moose.
Yeah, really close.
My name is Daniel Ruff, and I'm from Guatemala in Central America.
Right on. And what brings you up to this Athabasca River here in Canada?
Well, we don't really have rivers like this where I come from, or canoeing for that matter. And just wanted to have an experience like that. Learn how to paddle.
Before this trip, you spent a week at the Karamat Wilderness Ways course with Kelly Harleton and Morris Krahansky and Randy and Laurie. How was that?
Well, that was great. Gave me more than enough skills to actually come and try it out here, which was the idea.
Any highlights? What's kind of captured your attention?
Well, the little but significant whitewater that we encountered, that was fun. Surfing the little waves. Well, that tree that we almost hit, that was very exciting. Got my adrenaline pumping, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
And the food, the cooking, my God. Corey's awesome at that.
Yeah, cool. Chef Corey. Yeah.
Anybody need hot water?
I'll take, well, I'm gonna have coffee, but
Oh, you want hot water?
no. Pretty much all the meals are cooked on the campfire using various pot suspension systems and methods. Cooking on hoods, suspended pots, cooking in frying pans, setting up on rocks, various things like that.
Yeah, that's the first one I bought. Yeah. And I started using it.
This is plantain. So we have to winnow out the seed capsules and keep the little seeds, and we'll throw them in the soup. I'm going to blow right in that spot and see if we can find the little tiny seeds. There, you see the seeds there? Oh, I got a bug in there too. Okay, into the soup it goes. So we got cattails. We're gonna throw it in the soup with the ducks and the grouse. So there's a few things that we're looking for in here. This is the starchy core right there. And we'll cut that into little tiny bits. So these little shoots that are heading off to a new plant, the very crown of the plant right in the base there's hopefully a little chunk that we can get at too, and it's a bit stringy. Nice little nugget of yum yum. I'm going to start throwing that into the soup with the ducks. Alright.
Oh, you still have that.
Duck, grouse, cattail, sedge grass. Wow, that looks neat. And plantain seeds, yeah. So we didn't get a lot of plantain. We could have thickened it a little more with plantain seeds, I think.
Can you swallow that now?
So what's the plan for fishing tonight, Scott? What were you guys thinking of doing?
We were going to hit the water a little before dark. About an hour before.
Are you gonna bring another fish in?
That's the plan.
Very nice. Kiss it. Gotta kiss it.
To bite my lips.
So how did that fish you caught, what happened there?
We were just sitting there talking with my hook in the water, and it bit my line. It just hooked the rod and everything with it.
You weren't even casting.
No.
It came up to the boat and grabbed it.
Yeah. Straight to the pen.
Stu is practicing with the filleting net.
Grab some rose hips or something on the way back. So, I mean, we're modern bushcrafters in modern times, trying to nibble off as many pieces of bushcraft and traditional or even primitive skills as we can.
Oh, you have various options, fishing, hunting, or just sitting around drinking coffee if you don't want to do it. Giving everybody the option, or having the options. The food, as I said, couldn't get any better.
Yeah, the way it was described on the website, everything happened. We did everything. We learn more canoeing. We get better in canoeing. I really like that we change the partners and that we go front and back the whole time. Because I'm also used to be always in the back. On the front you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The campaign was amazing. The food, all the arrangement is great. Because we already fish and hunt quite a lot. I didn't expect it's going to be so much. And it's still not the end, so until tomorrow we never know. Still waiting for the bear.
We've seen a lot of bear poop, but not a lot of actual bear. Anything?
I think it was a great week. I don't think there's very much that could have changed. Maybe the estimation of time could have been better, but otherwise it was good.
I'm going to edit that out.
Wow.
We were, it took longer to get here than we thought it would.
You just don't understand Dale's
Anyway.
way of telling time.
Estimation of time, even if you put the estimation of time, you never know when I'm going to arrive. You never know what's going to be on the way.
Yep.
It's planned, but you never know what's going to happen. No, thank you.
The canoeing was amazing because I thought you introduced all the elements or the characters of the river, and then kind of gave us the tools to kind of play with it for a couple days. Then the next couple days, it was you got to, I don't know. It's like a good novel. I thought, you kind of built this, you kind of introduced all the characters, and then all the suspense started building, and kind of we got to play with that stuff, and really build our confidence. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, the hunting was really interesting for me because I never experienced hunting, but I think other people might find it a bit offensive. Many European people, they grew up in the city and they never seen killing of animals. They never killed chickens in the village, and they're gonna be a bit against the hunting. Like, why do we have to hunt when we carry food with us? Here it's part of life, and I think it's really important to experience something like this to see where food comes from and how the food comes in the plate. Because people are used to get food from the shelves in the supermarket, and they don't know what is all the mess behind. So I find that this is the most humane way.
This is the front foot of the coyote. It's a little bit bigger, so front foot hit here, rear foot hit there. These are mink track, front and rear foot there. Average size moose, not a big moose, but
Probably where it was sitting when the coyote
So-
got it.
so we're thinking Mr. Coyote ate a goose right here. We're in this beautiful area for tracking animals, mud slicks everywhere. Very nice. We've chosen to stop here in this spot because it's a very windy, blustery day. We're on day 6 of our trip. And the wind was so steep or so severe that it was actually pushing whitecaps upstream on the river. And we were having difficulty, even with current and loaded canoes, in getting downstream. The wind was pushing us upstream. So we found this cliff edge and we thought we'd best just park as we're marching towards our takeout point a couple hours downstream. We'll be taking out and ending our journey soon.